In this episode I sail solo non-stop 1500 nautical miles to Tonga. I'm sharing some modern navigation hacks and even some sailing tactics I often use if it's light winds. I feel quite rested, so tonight I'm actually gonna try to do some video editing as well. It's nice to have something to do on this long sail. I'm also revealing another secret why the songs I use often sounds different from the original. Also sharing how I played around with this new intro and some of the toys I use just having fun. Join me as I'm sailing around the world on Be Free, a Bavaria 55 cruiser. In the previous episode I finally got my autopilot fixed, and it's gonna be so exciting to see if my engineering works as intended for the future. Hopefully the challenge with braking pins on the lower quadrants now is history. I also tried to extend my stay, but unfortunately with no success. So Be Free have to set sail in 48 hours. So there's a lot of things to organize in a hurry now. Provisioning and filling up my jerry cans with diesel. 1500 nautical miles non-stop is no joke, especially not in this region. This is situations where I really love my swimming platform. It's basically like having a very own dinghy dock, making it so easy to get things on board. And this afternoon I even find time to pick up my friends from another YouTube channel for a visit on Be Free. Competition.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is how it is when you have YouTubers, famous YouTubers on board.
Oh, that's it, yeah, so famous these days.
What's the name of your channel?
We are Red Seas, or Sailing Red Seas on YouTube. But yeah, there's quite a lot of us around at the moment.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like everybody is landing in the same spot all at once.
I have to point out, so I met them a few times before, and it's fun because it's almost every single boat you see out here nowadays has a YouTube channel, and this is no exception.
Yeah, well, I love it that we bumped into, so we first met you in Panama,
yeah,
and then bumped into you again in the Marquesas,
yeah,
and then you just kind of keep stumbling into familiar faces like all around the world. It's absolutely brilliant.
And now we are in Tahiti.
And now we're having competition, camera on camera.
Yeah. Oh, so you have the 3D.
Yeah, it's quite fun.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah. Somehow we had such good time on Be Free, I forgot to record anymore. On my way to check out. Let's go to the airport. Let's go to the airport. I have to drive all around and up to the marina. Quite a long dinghy ride. To check out of Polynesia from Tahiti, you need to send your document to the airport by mail before showing up there. There you will get your passport stamped and the exit documents that you need for the next port of entry. Tonga has quite a paper regime, and I can't even have the paperwork done before I have the exit papers from Tahiti, as it also needs to be included in the pre-arrival application for Tonga. Today I was very lucky with my timing, as I did not have to wait for clearance from the airport and port control. I got permission to cross right away. Goodbye, Tahiti. And there is Moorea. I choose to sail north of Moorea, hoping to see some whales, as it's been reported whale activity there the last few days. Lots of activities here, and also lots of tourists wanting to see the whales. I'm happy to see most people were following the rules to keep a distance and be calm around these whales and their calves. I took down my sails and just enjoyed this amazing experience for a few hours. After all, I'm in no rush and have 1,500 nautical miles ahead, so a few hours means nothing in terms of arriving in daylight or not. This is about being present and enjoy the moment to the fullest. I wish I had a better camera so I could share this moment with you guys in a better way. Once I was clear of Moorea, B3 started to accelerate, and I even felt the need of trimming my backstay a bit. My sails are starting to be a bit tired now, so I'm not sure how big effect it really has, but I'm trying to flatten my sails as much as I can.
B3 is flying. It goes pretty good. And Tahiti is faded away a long time ago. I can barely see Moorea at the moment. It's a little bit emotional in a way. There's been a lot of feelings attached to Tahiti, of course, because of the obvious. And now I'm sailing solo again, onwards to new adventures. I calculated this trip to around 12 days, just to be on the careful side. But now the GPS says estimated time of arrival Tonga is only 6 days and some hours, but it's way too early to have any opinion about that. But it's good. Looks like it's gonna be a nice sail. The weather predictions are actually good, at least from my point of view. I like to have wind, so yeah. This is my first long distance solo sail in a while, so it's not that crazy long. It's 1,500 nautical miles, but it's okay. I really been looking forward to this. I think it's gonna be good. Last time I had similar distance. It was a little bit shorter. It was 1,200 miles, I think. That was from non-stop from Martinique to Panama, and those days just flew by, and I was like, oh, it's over already. It's almost a bit sad. So yeah, I hope everything will work perfect. So far it looks good, and that I will have no surprises or any technical issues this time. Just relax and enjoy this journey. Wind come down a little bit. It's just 80 knots, but still doing good speed.
As the wind increases again, B3 is showing off, going like a steam train on rails. I have sailed this boat for some years now, and still amazed of how smooth she flies over the ocean. It's sometimes even hard to believe I see 2 digits on the GPS. Knowing I did not have time to clean the hull before the sail, I'm even surprised she still goes this fast. I can even see the drag on the rudders from growth that should been cleaned. But if I maintain this speed, it will not take long before my entire boat is clean and smooth again. This is one of the benefits of a fast-moving boat. You can actually take benefit of self-cleaning anti-falling. Still not impressed with the one I have on at the moment, but that's a different story. As the sun is setting, I've reduced the Genoa just a little bit to slow down because my boat speed is not matching the distance between the waves. This is a trick I do now and then. Sometimes it actually increases my average boat speed and sometimes it only makes things a bit smoother. This evening is giving me hopes for quite an epic night. Not only because it's not many clouds, but my celestial system tells me it's full moon tonight, and even a supermoon. To me, knowing when the moon rises and sets is just as important as the sunrise and sunset. Just as I'm always aware of what compass bearing I'm sailing, just in case something should happen. A spectacular night with a supermoon making you feel being inside the Avatar movie with the craziest effects. And as the sun is rising, the supermoon is about to set, still pretty bright and high up there. Meaning in a few hours it's time for me to start with my 20 minutes power nap system. The first days is always the hardest, but my trick however is to get as much rest and sleep as possible. Investing in myself to have something to go on if something happens. What I do different from most solo sailors is I stay awake most of the night, because this is when things always happen. However, in the beginning, if I'm on a safe distance, I can take a power nap or two also at night if I feel tired, just to make sure to keep the fatigue on a safe distance. This is just beautiful. Wind could be a little bit better. It was in the prediction was supposed to be more, but I guess it will come later. The waves are building up a little bit, but I think I'm out on such deep water, it shouldn't be of any problems for me. So it's Friday morning, and apparently according to the warning it was supposed to be quite big waves today, affecting the SwT Islands. To my port side right now it's not so easy to see, but at the Austral Islands. So Austral Islands on port side, later Cook Islands, New Zealand. And on my starboard side is the SwT Islands with Maupiti, Bora Bora, and yeah, I don't remember all of them. Anyway, it's good progress. It's now around 6 knots. I could go faster, but I think when the sunrise is done, getting up, it normally will come more wind. Was doing pretty good during the entire night. I think I was average around 8 knots, so it's good. And it's been a very pleasant sail so far. No events of anything, and everything works as it should. So let's hope it continues like this. Fingers crossed.
So yeah, I'm on 4,000 meters depth now, so that's quite deep water. But the funny or interesting thing is, when I get closer to Tonga, I'm gonna have the deepest ocean under my keel I ever had, and it's gonna be close to 9,000 meters. It's epic. It's like, it's difficult to comprehend. I mean, you don't even know what's living down there. So yeah, that's gonna be quite a strange feeling to know that I have more than almost 9,000 meters of water under me. But now, barely moving. 5 knots. As long as I have at least some boat speed and are maneuverable, there is no rush. I mean, as one of the benefits of being sailing solo, I just take the time it takes, and I just enjoy being out there. For me, if this takes a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I don't really care. I really enjoy. The boat is full of food and the freezer is full, and yeah. And I think Tahiti is probably one of the last resorts for a while, with really wide and nice selection in the stores. So, but of course expensive.
The first days of a sail like this is basically eat, sleep, sail, repeat. And of course staying on top of everything from dishwashing to weather reports and navigation.
Second sunset, and it's a little bit cloudy, so hopefully it's gonna bring me some more wind. It's not going that fast at the moment, but the progress has been good, and only 1,200 miles to go. So yeah, that's from midday yesterday to sunset today. It's almost 300 nautical miles. That's not bad, and I even had a stop at Moorea to look at the whales for a few hours. So yeah, this is good, but now it's not going so fast, so hopefully it will come more wind during the night. And I feel quite rested, so tonight I'm actually gonna try to do some video editing as well. It's nice to have something to do on this long sail, but it's beautiful. This can be a video about how to stay sane sailing 1,500 nautical miles alone, or how to downwind sailing.
I don't make how-to videos. Instead, I share how I do things, because what works for me might not work for you and your boat. But as you will see here, even in light winds I can get quite good boat speed doing things a bit different. And this is what I want to share with you.
So I've been making an explanation, theoretical. So in famous Sailing with Thomas style, here it is.
This will vary a lot from boat to boat, depending on many factors.
If you go flat downwind, it will be like and flopping sails. And nothing is more wear and tear on your boat than flopping sails, for your stays, for your sheets, for your sails, for everything. So that's something you try to avoid.
So instead of starting up the engine, I changed my course to generate higher apparent wind. Not only will this increase the boat speed, it will make most monohull less rolly. And with B3 I can get quite decent speed even with very light winds with these tactics, and even much faster with a light wind sail using the same strategy.
Basically too lazy today. I do a lot of other things, but I'm playing around. So what I'm doing is, instead of sailing flat downwind, I point 150 degrees.
I'm not very surprised by these numbers. However, even for my own, this was a great day to test out a well-known theory to get the actual numbers. In this demonstration I actually gained 40 to 50 nautical miles a day in light winds. That's quite a lot. Now you know another secret why I try to avoid dead flat downwind sailing. In fact, I'm not a big fan of downwind sailing in general.
And some of you might also notice that there is a turntable here. And right now I've been tweaking a little bit on the Feeling Free song because I wanted to be even a little bit more happy.
So it was time to shave away the salty sailor look and have an imaginary younger DJ look.
So not only the waves have come down, but the wind also. So B3 is barely moving. But it's so quiet and I really enjoy it, and I have actually been playing around a little bit down below, working on trying to beef up the outro song on my videos. So I can show you what I'm doing.
I wanted to replace the screaming keyboard with more rhythm guitars and trumpets.
When B3 is turned into a studio.
It's often a challenge to find the right song with the right lyrics or mood, so now and then I do tweak them a bit.
So as an old drummer I just had to beef up that section a little bit. And now let's try with Jesse together with the drums. And now how it sounds with all the layers of music and instruments together. I finally got some wind again, so it's time to focus a little bit on sailing.
And now some of you will understand why the songs I use often sounds very different to the ones you try to find after watching my videos. One more secret revealed.
Ah, this is so nice. I haven't seen this speed in a while. I've been very slow the last 2-3 days, but now 5 to 7 knots, so this looks promising. Just beautiful.
Thank you so much for watching and all your support. A special thanks to all my patrons that makes it possible for me to upload these videos. Much love from me on B3.